Welcome to the Boxer Briefs, a presentation from the Independence Caucus. This is Boxer Brief number 1, Bordering on Insanity. Barbara Boxer's top 1.4 million reasons that she supports amnesty. We started looking at this when we noticed some odd donations to the senator. First, there was this Carol Shields from Florida who donated $2,250. Then a Marcy Rosenberg from Texas gave Boxer $2,000. Catherine Samuels from New York chipped in $2,200. Then Donna Klein from New Orleans sent $1,000 over. And finally, Susan Liss of Chevy Chase, Maryland, ponying up $2,000. Now, none of these people live in California, so that made us ask, who are these people and why on earth do they care about a senator in California? Well, as we started looking into it, we discovered all 5 had connections to the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Well, that prompted us to pull out our campaign finance spreadsheets. After a quick check of all the AILA members and supporters we could identify from all over the country, we found out those supporters combined to donate more than $254,000 to Senator Boxer. And that made us ask that same question, who are these guys and why are they handing their wallets over to Senator Boxer? Well, if you look at the AILA website, the first thing that popped out to us was AILA supports Senate Bill 1038, which is also known as the Ag Jobs Act of 2009, which is supposed to improve job opportunities, benefits, and security for illegal aliens in the United States. Well, this bill, the S-1038 Ag Jobs, it directs the Secretary of Agriculture to confer blue card status. Now, this is brand new. You've heard of green cards. This is going to be the blue card. It's for any illegal alien who's been in the U.S. for basically 150 work days during the previous 2 years. Then, later, after they've conferred this blue card, it tells the Secretary of Agriculture to adjust them, their spouses, and their children to permanent resident status, as long as they've been here for the 150 work days. And then get this. Then it directs the Secretary of Agriculture to amend the Social Security Act to exempt the blue card aliens from prosecution for Social Security-related identity or false statements. Are you kidding me? After we magically turn these blue card aliens into permanent residents, we're not going to prosecute them for identity theft? We're not going to prosecute them for Social Security fraud? Does that sound like amnesty to anybody out there? Oddly enough, Bill S-1038 has been co-sponsored by 21 senators, including Barbara Boxer from California. And it turns out Boxer also co-sponsored this bill the last 5 times they've tried to pass it. B-I-N-G-O, bingo! That's why these people care about a senator in California. Well, we wish that was the end of the story, but unfortunately we're just getting started, because on the AILA website we also found this handy-dandy list of the AILA immigration allies, including the Essential Worker Immigration Coalition. Now, we looked into EWIC, and we also found that they want to grant illegal immigrants amnesty from fraud and identity theft charges. But what we found even more interesting was a reporter's description of EWIC. Check this out. It's a phenomenal description. Essential Worker Immigration Coalition represents a fearsome coalition of businesses. The depth and breadth of its membership and its organization membership is such that if you attempted to boycott the businesses backing open borders and massive immigration, you'd have to go naked and stop eating. Well, after researching that claim, we found an amazing array of coalition and businesses who are active members of the Essential Workers Immigration Coalition or some other amnesty coalition. They promote amnesty through S-1038 on their websites, and they donate money to both parties, including Barbara Boxer. Organizations like the American Hotel and Lodging Association, the United Fresh Produce Association, American Road and Transportation Builders, Dairy Farmers of America, and the Associated General Contractors of America. So all of these institutions whose members' bottom lines would benefit from granting citizenship to low-paid illegal workers and who donate to incumbents from parties all over the country, when we looked at their donations, we found they donated over $422,000 more to Barbara Boxer. But when you add that, if you remember, to the AILA contributions, at this point we're over $675,000. But wait, just like a bad ShamWow commercial, there's more. Because there's another organization listed in the AILA Allies directory, the National Council of La Raza. Now, the next 3 things I'm going to show you are directly off their website. It tells you what they're looking for from our Congress, including Senator Boxer. NCLR seeks to defeat anti-immigrant initiatives that would cut benefit to immigrants or penalize persons who employ them or require the police to enforce immigration laws. So the NCLR wants to defeat any initiative that would require our police force to enforce our laws. The next section, they want us to refrain from burdening employers with verifying that their workers are legal. Well, the following organization companies are listed on the NCLR website as corporate partners who value NCLR's mission, work, and passion, or they're listed on the website as having invested in their long-term strategic efforts, and they donate to both parties, including Senator Boxer. Companies like McDonald's, American Airlines, UPS, FedEx, AOL Time Warner, JP Morgan, AT&T, Prudential Insurance, Chevron, GM, the Bank of America, Pfizer, Quest, Wells Fargo, Eli Lilly, Citigroup, MetLife, Washington Mutual, Comcast, the Marriott Hotels, Fannie Mae, ever hear of them? American Express, Allstate, Microsoft, I gotta catch my breath here, and Morgan Stanley. Now, all of these companies who support the NCLR mission and their passion and invest in their long-term strategic objectives, like, getting the police not to enforce our laws, when you add up all their contributions that we showed you, to the contributions from EWIC and AILA, all of a sudden Senator Boxer's over the $1 million mark. And yet we still have more to show you, because there's still other AILA allies like the League of United Latin American Citizens and the Mexican American Legal Defense Fund, and then all the lobbyists that all these organizations hire to donate money to the incumbents from both parties. When you add all their donations to the mix, you end up with at least $1.4 million in donations to Senator Boxer from companies that want to grant amnesty for identity theft and Social Security fraud to your illegal aliens. There you go. There's the top 1.4 million reasons why Barbara Boxer is supporting their efforts. I don't know. When you wonder why things aren't getting done about our border security, when our congressman sees surveys like this from Time magazine that 89% of Americans think illegal immigration is a problem, Mrs. Boxer has to think about that, and she's got to weigh it against that $1.4 million she gets from her donors. Or when the New York Times reports 82% think that not enough is being done along the borders to keep illegal immigrants from crossing the country, or when she sees a Rasmussen report poll that came out and showed 51% of people oppose the DREAM Act, which is like amnesty for illegal alien students, and 68% believe passage of the DREAM Act would encourage more illegal immigration, and 71% believe those immigrants should not qualify for in-state tuition at colleges and universities, and 77% oppose making driver's licenses available to illegal immigrants. Our California Senator has to take all of that into account, what you want, and compare it with the $1.4 million she got from her donors. So who do you think they listen to? Can you see why we call it bordering on insanity? The system's corrupt. Senator Boxer is working hand in hand with incumbents from both parties to perpetuate this system because they're addicted to this level of donations. So the question becomes, how are we going to fix this? And to be honest, we thought you'd never ask because we've got a better idea. Along with other 912 groups, the Independence Caucus of California is going to elect someone who's truly fiscally responsible, someone who truly believes in constitutional authority and our nation's laws. You see, the big money special interest groups might have all the money, but once the voters are educated about Senator Boxer and those who are funding her, we'll have all the votes. And we'll be electing a real senatorial candidate named Chuck DeVore. See, this is a note to the other Republican establishment out there. We're not going to accept the normal Republicans you trot out every year. We want somebody who's fiscally responsible and is committed to constitutional authority. So the Independence Caucus is going to be producing all sorts of these little Boxer briefs between now and the second week of November. And we're going to culminate by delivering her the Big Stick Tea Party. And you're invited. We're going to do it the week of November 7th to the 13th. And here's what you can do. First, forward this link of this video to everyone you know in California so they can see who's funding Mrs. Boxer. Second, join the Independence Caucus and participate with us in vetting and endorsing great congressional candidates in all 53 districts. And then check out the Big Stick Tea Party. You'll find out more about it on the website. Help us deliver the Big Stick to Senator Boxer between November 7th to the 13th. You're going to love it. And you're going to find it at www.icaucus.org. We'll see you there. Sincerely, the Combined California Steering Committee of the Independence Caucus.